So this was a donation from a fellow in Yakima, Washington named Bruce Kingsley, and his friends arranged to bring this to us about 3 years ago. And over the last 3 years, we've been adapting it to our layout. Originally, he designed it to work on a Digitrack system, so we've rewritten the software to work with NCE and actually a CMRM. So this whole cab is a modeled reproduction, probably about 3/4 scale of a real F unit. And he developed everything, so everything worked. I don't quite have everything working right now. For instance, I've got an automatic brake, but I don't have an independent brake. It's been a good project because I've learned a lot how he designed it initially, and then I've been trying to adapt it to our environment better. And we've really found that once people operate a train in this manner, it's not any fun using a regular handheld throttle. So little by little, volunteers are starting to get used to it. And over the next couple months, we hope that, we can let people run trains with it anytime they want. And it's really fun because, like right now, I've got an approach. Looks like I'm going to be meeting a train here at this siding. And so one of the great things about this layout is there's a lot of areas that are fairly well scenic that most people don't see on a regular basis. And for whatever reason, they scenic this even though it's on the inside of what we call the teardrop. So right now, normal visitors can't see this, don't see this view. And it looks like we got another train here. And we'll be coming to a stop up here. I've got a train that's still hanging out on the main line, so I'm going to have to pull up here to signal and wait for him to clear, and then I've got to wait for the dispatcher to line the switch up here, and then set the signal so I can proceed. Otherwise, I'm going to have to stop here. So I'll give it some air and we'll stop here. And now I've got to wait for the dispatcher to clear the route for me. Okay. The original developer of this system modified a Sony video camera, and he did something which probably is very proprietary to give us an enormous amount of depth of field. And so you can see the detail immediately in front of the locomotive, but also you can see, 40 or 50 feet away. It is a Sony video camera, and he uses a wireless HDMI interface that talks to a receiver that's on the other side of the screen here. That's given us the excellent video quality. We've also experimented with some Wi-Fi cameras, and they don't have as good quality, but we may set up a separate camera for a moose view so that you can see what's going on in back of you. The camera is in here, and this is pretty much Bruce's original design. Because this is a museum and we have people viewing the trains, we wanted to disguise this as much as we could. So this is Bruce's original camera, which he modified, and this is a HDMI cable back to the transmitter that is in here. So this is a Nyrus HDMI transmitter, wireless HDMI transmitter. You'll see that we take track power to power it, and he's got a keep alive circuit so that we can get over a dirty track. And this generates a lot of heat, so we actually have a fan on the B unit. And for the Southern Pacific modelers, they'll recognize that this is a somewhat rotary snowplow, like the SP had a F7B that actually generated the power for the snowplow. The model won't win any contests, but at least people have fun with it here. The museum visitors like to see it. So for now, that's what we're doing.